What up, YouTube? Grape Farm back for another video on this beautiful day, y'all. And I went and I bought some starts. I know, first of all, let's start the video off early. Shut up. I bought some starts. I'm gonna show you my plan for planting them and how I'm gonna get it done. Watch it. All right. Yes, I got starts that I started, but I bought some stuff. And I'm gonna explain why I got everything. First off, I can never have too much basil. Yes, I got basil, but that's more, and I can break that up. That's 7 plants in there, probably 6 in each one. And I'm gonna plant it around my garden. Do I think it stopped pests? No. But I am gonna try to drink some basil tea more this year. So that's why I got a lot of basil to spread around. And I got some random tomato plants. Not that I need them because they were there. Now this Cherokee purple, I didn't like the taste when I grew it from seed and I gave the seeds away. We're gonna try it again. Okra. I don't know why my okra won't grow, but it don't matter. I got 9 of them for the price of a few. Bunny, don't worry about it, Bunny. I got something better, Bunny. Then I got some passion fruit. And I got a good idea how I'm gonna plant those, but stay tuned to the video. Go ahead and hit the like button. All right, the plan is to plant my okra down here. Now I don't have my mic, so listen closely. Turn down the TV, tell your cousin to be quiet, and listen to your boy Broke Farmer. This is what we got going on now. Now these some sturdy pots. So hopefully it's a good root system in there. I was wrong. It is not. I'm gonna come bring it close to the camera. This root system is garbage. Garbage. But let's see how it grows, because we already done bought it now. We already done bought it. And I want to line these up to the back of my bed because the sun can still get to the shorter plants in the front. So let's move back the wood chips. Put a hole in it. Pull out an old collard green plant. Thank you for your service. We're gonna put a little azomite fertilizer in the hole. And we're gonna put a little bone meal in the hole. Now I ain't gonna show you all of them. I'm gonna do a few together. And then I gotta go to work. I can't be out here all day playing with y'all. Dig that up in the hole. Put the okra in there. That's all I'm doing. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna water them all in. I'm gonna water them all in. Cause somebody say in the heartbeat, you ain't gonna water them plants. Shut up. We just got in the video and that's 2 shut ups already. That's my fault. But just pay attention. Don't ask 1,000 questions. All right. Bone meal, azomite fertilizer, mix it up in there. Take the plant out the cell. With the roots suck on this one too. But we're gonna get them in there. We'll get them in there. Yes, I'm planting them close together. Yes, I'm planting them close together. All right, that's 2 of them in there. Now I'm gonna do the rest and I'm gonna come back and show you what it look like. I told you I'm busy. I'm trying to catch daylight. All right, 1 okra, 2 okra, 3 okra, 4 okra, 5 okra, 6 okra. All right, I got him going. The sun comes in this way. So if I plant them in the back, it's not blocking the sun from the other plants. Okay, that's how I'm doing that one. It's basil. I got the basil in the roly-poly bed. Y'all say basil stop all bugs. Stop the roly-polys then. Stop them roly-polys. Got them all up against my fava beans. All that is basil. All right, so I split each pot 3 ways. So I got basil in my green stalk, basil in my green stalk, basil in my green stalk. And that's how we doing it. Stay tuned. All right, so I still got my passion fruit over there. I've been researching and hearing horror stories about these passion fruit. So I'm gonna take my time and make sure I plant them in a good place. I thought I knew what I wanted to do. No, I'm gonna take a little time. Now, all the trash I be talking about bunning, but soon as I need a plant, I run back and holler at bunning. Straight 8 cucumbers. I don't even have these seeds, y'all. So I hollered at Bunny once again, and Bunny said, "Come on through." But Bunny said she heard what I've been saying about her. I said, "Facts, facts." So I said, "Bunny, I'm gonna get 2 of them. Straight 8 cucumbers. That's 1. That's 2 in there. Thank you, Bunny." All right, got my tomatoes in. And you remember I was saying okra in the back, grow tall, but it won't block the sun from the tomatoes. I'm banking that the okra gonna outgrow the tomatoes. Could be wrong, but I don't think I can lose, y'all. I can't lose. All right, this is enough for today. I'm gonna be back tomorrow and get back into it. Let's update the squash. 34 days vine board free. Looking good. Ooh, woo. That squash looking good. Look at that stem. Healthy stem, healthy stem. And these took a little while to come up, but they're here. I don't want to just do videos and not update what I be doing and the results. So, results so far, good. Good, good, good. All right, something else I want to update. I did a pruning video. Shut up, birds. Did a pruning video probably 2 months ago where I cut out the center for airflow. So I didn't think I would get that much fruit, but I'm still getting fruit. Of course, it's not gonna be that much because I cut off a lot of fruiting branches, but we got fruit. And I did a heavy pruning. Got everything out that middle. Same thing with this plum tree. And as you can see, all the shoots just came right back. It's like I never even pruned it. Now, I'm still getting a couple plums here and there, but it's not gonna be that many because I cut all that out. So once those branches start growing, then next year I get a better harvest. But I just want to update because, you know, you prune trees and people say you're doing it wrong, you're gonna kill your trees. I did not kill my tree. My tree is, I don't know, 12 foot, and you can't see, but I see plums up there. So I didn't kill the tree. It's fine, it's fine. Now, spring satin plum cot. I did a video planting this and pruning it. Yeah, that's what I pruned out the inside of it. But I don't want to do too much to it because it's still a young tree. Now look at, now I got to get these suckers out now. I don't want them suckers this low. Taking energy, I want all that energy to go up top. All right, so it's fine. Now it bloomed a lot, but it dropped the blooms. That's expected. This is a baby tree. If you get it from the nursery or whatever, it's probably 1 to 2 years old. And most fruit trees take 2 to 5 years to fruit through the mail. So that's fine. Just want to update y'all. Now, I have a big problem with growing apples in Georgia. Now, this is the Honey Crisp apple, and we had a very cold winter. And it's putting on a lot of blooms, which tells me normally I don't get enough chill hours. But for at least this year, my Honey Crisp full of blooms, and the bloom timing lined up with this one. Look at all the bees. Look at all the bees. You need flowers to get the pollinators. You need flowers to get the pollinators. Shut up. But it's blooming like crazy. So I got a few apples off this. I think I'm gonna have a really good apple year. And I think I did a video where I was saying I couldn't get my Arkansas apple to bloom at the same time. I was wrong. Just updating that video where I said it wasn't. It is blooming. And starting to put on leaves finally, which scared me at first because I'm like, God darn, it ain't put on no leaves yet. So that's just the update. Now, I think in one video I was telling you that I thought my fig had died all the way back. Lies you tell. You can tell it's not died back because it's getting leaf on last year growth. And it's coming up from the root. So that's a good thing. I think I complained about these figs way too early. Even that one didn't die all the way back because it's getting leaves on last year growth. And it's spitting out new growth. That's about all you can ask. Now this one died all the way back. But it's coming up strong and it'll probably get 6 feet this spring. Yeah. I don't just do videos and don't update what I said in the video. If I did something, I'm gonna show you. If I said something, I'm gonna show you. Bottom line, I'm gonna show you. So this is a little grafting project I did. Hard to see it. But either way, it ain't looking good. It ain't quite dead yet, but yeah, it ain't looking good. Yeah. I think RIP, yo. I don't know if this is an update or I never told y'all about it in the first place, but I got 2 Blanc de Bois grapes. Now, they haven't came out of dormancy yet. I can see where it's budding up right there. So, maybe soon it's coming out of dormancy, but I got those 2 grapes. I think y'all saw the video where I built the trellis. That's my other grapevine. And ideally, I wanted to go up the trellis and go all the way across the top. Now, this is my Catawba grape. It just woke up. I planted this last year, and it's already got little baby grapes on there. Got little baby grapes everywhere. Now, I don't know if it's gonna hold it or not, but either way, the Catawba grape gonna go down this side and that side of the bottom wire. Update or the first time introducing it. Either way, if I do it in the garden, I'm gonna show you. All right, all in all, the summer garden coming along well, but I'm gonna try to do a better job of updating you on little projects I do around the garden. I add a lot of stuff to the garden, but you never know till that heat get here. Of course they're doing well at 85 degrees because it's supposed to do good at 85 degrees, but 95, 100 degrees, what is these plants gonna look like? So I'm doing my due diligence, keeping everything moist, keeping everything fertilized, so when the hard times hit, my plants are strong with a strong root base and they ready to get it. Now, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, still hit the thumbs up because I guarantee the next video gonna be better. I can't lose.